Hi guys, and welcome to my video. In this video, I want to offer a little bit of motivation to those Roblox developers who might be having a hard time, who might be struggling with building a game for many different reasons. Whether it's a roadblock, whether it's writer's block, not coming up with ideas, or not feeling motivated, not having energy, or not seeing a good reason to create games. So I just want to discuss a few things, and hopefully I can help encourage you a little bit by the end of this video, so that you might feel a little bit stronger and empowered to create an awesome experience that I know that you can create. So firstly, everyone is capable of creating awesome things. They just have to make the determination, they have to work for it. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes ideas just come to people. I'm one of those people. I came up with an idea for a game, and I have no shortage of things I want to add. It's an eternal journey to just add everything I can possibly add into my game. But some people have what journalists or writers call writer's block, where they can't really come up with ideas. That happens a lot, where people ask me, what should I make? And I find that to be an interesting question, because I'm like, well, whatever you want to make. What do you want to make? What do you feel that you can offer the world? What do you have that no one else has that you think the world should see? And that's usually my response. So again, like I said, everybody can create awesome things. Some people are more talented than others. Some people have to work a little bit harder for talents. But everyone is unique, and everyone has certain strengths and certain weaknesses. Even the best Roblox developers who come up with wonderful ideas and have lots of skills, they have weaknesses too. They usually don't talk about it because it looks better to talk about strengths and showcase them. There are other reasons why developers might be fearful or hesitant when it comes to creating games, such as the current ecosystem, where a lot of games tend to be clickbaity. They tend to have lots of flashy images and graphics, and they get a lot of players, but games that have very high quality, that take a lot of time, that have complex mechanisms, and you can tell the developer really cares. Many times those games don't really get visited. And why is that? Well, it's kind of a reflection of our society today. People love to have their attention grabbed. They love to be told what to do. They love to be entertained with imagery and sounds. And we must also understand that many Roblox players are very young people. So we have to tailor our experiences to really everyone. How can you entice a 60-year-old person who has a lot of life experience? How can you excite them? At the same time, how can you, with the same game, excite a 6-year-old who is barely learning about the very basics of life, yet they're able to get on a tablet and play Roblox? How can you draw their attention? The attention of virtually everyone that plays your game. And that is a big mystery, but it comes with experience. The more you practice, the more you understand the people that you make the games for, the more successful you will be at creating greater engagement. So more playtime, and then people returning again, telling their friends, and so on. So, what are a few things that besides that might get in the way of a developer? It could be low energy. They might have low self-esteem. They might feel like, well, I don't really have the skills, or it's really too hard. It might seem intimidating to develop those developer skills, to learn how to do stuff like building maps, do stuff like creating icons and thumbnails for good presentation, even doing stuff a little bit more complex like animation, scripting, and the user interfaces. But the way that Roblox Studio is designed is to make it all intuitive. If you spend time learning all the buttons, learning the layout of Roblox Studio and taking the time to develop those skills, you'd be surprised how quickly you'd pick up on the ability to create a cool game. Roblox wants to make it simple. They try to make it so that even a 10-year-old can pick up a laptop, open it up, and create a game. That's the goal. But it's also designed for older people who have those skills to use them and make something really cool. So that's what I do on my channel. I love to teach developers new skills. When I learn something new, or something that hasn't really been done before, or something that they need, it's really common, I like to teach them. I also like to remind people that there's nothing really that you cannot do if you put in the time and the energy. Truly, there's nothing that you cannot do. If you want to animate, you simply learn. Learn how to rig a model, learn how to create those joints, and then learn how to move those joints and publish them to Roblox. Those animations. Truly, if you really wanted to, you could learn those fundamentals in about an hour and then begin practicing. Actually build a rig. Actually create the joints in between where the elbow goes, where the shoulder goes, where the knee goes, where the hip goes, where the neck goes. And then using whatever animation editor to move them, have the computer do the hard work of remembering all the movements, and then save that file. Put it in your game. Do it again for a different character. So that's just an example of one thing that might seem difficult on the surface, but from someone who has taken the time to learn how to do these things, who has learned how to animate, who has learned how to create terrain, who has learned how to script and do user interfaces. I didn't know how to do them at first, but with each one of those things, I had the mentality, I can do it. I just have to practice. I just have to study. I just have to read up a bit. Maybe talk to some other developers. The world is full of people that can help you, and your own mind is full of faculties that can aid you on your journey. Another cool thing that has recently been added is the AI assistant in Roblox Studio. It is really effective. It wants to teach you. It wants to help you understand this is what you need to do to build a good game. So go ahead and ask it some questions. And if you need a full script, like I need a day-night script, or I need a script that changes the color of this part, guess what? The AI can do it for you. Just be patient with it. Make sure you speak clearly to it. So I just wanted to give a little bit of motivation. I want you guys to understand that Roblox is constantly evolving. And just because silly games that don't make sense get a lot of players today, doesn't mean that that's what people are always going to want. Because people are getting smarter. And they're understanding, they're seeing through the shallow things, they're seeing through the low quality, low budget things, they're seeing through the copies, they're seeing through the imitators. And they're beginning to understand what a real quality Roblox game looks like. Of course, there are a lot of elements into a successful game, everything from the icon, the first thing they see, to the thumbnail's description, and then actual gameplay. What do they see when they first jump into the game? How do you captivate them? How do you keep their attention? And how do you truly entertain them and show them that you care about them? These are all things that you need to consider when building your game, but I want to promise you that you can do what you set your mind to. We live in an age, in the internet, all knowledge is at our fingertips, powerful computers, and the amazing wonders of the human brain, all combined with a bunch of friends, people that care about you. Find those people, use those tools, and get to work. Because I know you can do it. And I don't want to hear you tell me you can't. Because guess what? It's not true. It's only true when you keep saying it, then it becomes true. Like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Don't let it happen. Test the waters, see what you can do. Alright guys, ROBLOX-THANOS signing out. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. I do a bunch of cool Roblox content. Join the winning team. Alright guys, until next time, see you later.